Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. They'll be led by the Heisman finalist from a season ago, the rookie from Alabama, Mac Jones.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
Throwing Jones. And right side, Henry's got it. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So let's take a look here at the key inactives. And, Charles, I guess you get this late in the year, you expect to see some guys populating on this list.
You're exactly right. No one's happy about it, but it really shouldn't be a surprise. So the guys who are playing in their spots, in their stead, they have to step up now and make big plays for their team.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
While you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
The Patriots send out their punter.
Back deep for Miami, Jalen Waddle.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, Tagovailoa.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They give it to Peterson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That last run, pretty monumental, Charles. He just toppled 15,000 career rushing yards.
And that just leads me to a question, and even before that, a tip of the cap. How about that accomplishment? But just think in your life, what have you done positively 15,000 times, right?
I haven't driven 15,000 yards, let alone ran for 15,000 yards.
That is phenomenal. Congratulations.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Handoff comes to Peterson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tony Pollard, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Gunnar Olszewski bringing it out. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they can very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Now Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They'll look to throw again. And a Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah coming in to drop it for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs. They covered well. Allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive #1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Peterson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Here's Tua.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Jones. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Jones now to throw on 3rd down. And caught by Henry. And he goes out right around the 39. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Miami's offense set and ready to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They start the drive with Peterson. Peterson a first down and more. And all the way up to the 46. 71 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. If you're an Adrian Peterson fan, that's the sign that you want to see right there on the other end. They got to learn to get him down or this could be a long one.
And it's also the sign that his team wanted to see. Him making that type of a run, having a force and an impact on the game that early, that really demoralizes the defense because they realize it could be a long game trying to get him on the ground.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Lawrence Guy able to get in there and drop him for a loss. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Tua, he finds his tight end Goddard. That's complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. To a hit in the
is out. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Here's Tyler Newsome now as he's on to punt for Miami. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. The Patriots ready to try again on offense. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Jones toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. New England on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. That swung out wide to Harris. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And out will come the offense as they take over. And our focus now moves to Adrian Peterson. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Tua. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. To throw on 2nd and 10. Tua. And this one's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Got his man. It's the tight end Long. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Completes this out left to Ruggs. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. 2 to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards remain for 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Sanders' kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. New England trying to get a place on offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he's going to have a Patriots 1st down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Harris. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll toss to Harris. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
New England on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Jones. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And the Dolphins have got it. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he's taken down inside the 30. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Tua now on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's long. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Tua going to throw. Rager catches it left side. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. Tua setting up shop to throw again. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Durham Smythe, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
You got it figured out by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Sanders on for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And now out come the Patriots. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it down,
the Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
3 scores down, not even at halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Looking to throw. Jones. That's caught by Myers. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. Back to throw. Jones. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. Tua and the rest of the Dolphin offense back out onto the field. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Tua sets up to pass it. And that is incomplete. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. New England's offense set to go.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Buying time to his left. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. New England on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Jones. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. Here's Jones on 1st down. Incomplete. Well, these two teams, you might remember, met in Foxborough earlier in the season with the Patriots winning that ball game. So they're looking for the season sweep with a win here in Miami. On 2nd down now, it's Harris. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Back to throw. Jones. Looking deep downfield. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big play there for the Patriots. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Jones throwing complete for Harris. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And that last throw, Charles, an important one stat-wise for this young rookie. It puts him over 4,000 yards passing for the season.
And you think about some of the great seasons by rookie quarterbacks in recent vintage. How about Andrew Luck in 2012 with 4,374 yards? Cam Newton had a big rookie year. So did Robert Griffin III.
There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays, and it ends with a New England touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Pollard to return from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Adrian Peterson now getting ready to go again on offense. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Meanwhile, Tua's throw complete to Rager. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
So, Charles, we have reached the end here of a long season, Week 18, which we don't say very often, although this is not the first Week 18 that the NFL has ever seen.
Not at all, and Brandon, some of the people might be a little bit too young to remember, but back in 1993, the league experimented with giving teams 2 open weeks for the year, and we also saw Week 18 when the league was on pause for a few weeks in 2001 following the attacks on September 11th.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to pass. Tua. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he comes back with one complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Over the middle, complete. That's Peterson. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Tua now on 1st down. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. The kick by Sanders is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
So the 2 teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get this started up in Orchard Park, an AFC's matchup with the Jets in town to take on Buffalo. And it's the Bills with the lead in the 2nd quarter. The Bills trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, let's head to Philly to see what's happening with the Eagles. And you can see they trail the visiting Cowboys. The Cowboys locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they trail the visiting Green Bay Packers as that one's gone to halftime. Aaron Jones, a touchdown run in that first half. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is Tony Pollard. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this 2nd half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But The main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
To throw again on second down. Tua. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now back to throw. Swinging this out for Pollard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Again, he'll drop to throw. This ball complete to Rager. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On 2nd and a couple. Tua. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll set up a throw. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Patriots. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jones. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. That's to Aguilar. Touchdown, Patriots. Nelson Aguilar, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will shrink to 6. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Tua Tagovailoa in the offense heading back out. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't. Not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people will come.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Again, Peterson. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good size run.
A really good run. But how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in? Or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. Olszewski now to return. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Harris starts the drive on the ground, and he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Manti Te'o able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they have the right idea. Just take what you can get on third and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you evolved. You know, you learned how to play it the Madden way.
He stiff arms him. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 2nd and 8. They run again with Peterson. 105 yards rushing for him now as he is finishing off the regular season with a bang. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
That run is what defenses don't like about dealing with Adrian Peterson. His ability to drop his shoulder and run through contact.
And he's amazing at keeping those strong legs going, isn't he?
For him, no run is ever truly over. I mean, he's actually not even convinced that when they blow the whistle, he's actually down. That's how he finishes runs in a big way.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. Another tote for the workhorse here this afternoon, Peterson. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. This will wind up a loss on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
And the Patriot offense back out, getting set to go.
And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Bourne.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. Open man is Myers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Off play action, Jones.
Oh,
this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down. To throw again on second down, Jones. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Miami set to take over. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. Dante Hightower on the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the gun, it's Tua. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the Patriots are right back in this football game. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now Jones throwing on 1st down. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Jones. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Jones on 1st and 10. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Tua's throw taken in by Long here. 7 yards, the pickup there. 2nd down and 3. From midfield, here's Tua. And connecting quickly with Goddard. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now he dumps this off over the middle and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 127 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Tua. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Sanders' kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Here comes Mac Jones and the rest of the Patriot offense. With his guys trailing here in the fourth, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near-perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now Jones got the connection here to Bourne. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
They'll look to throw again. Complete. It's Henry. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Catch is made by Harry, and he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. On 2nd and 7, Jones. It's brought in by Harris. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Jones now on 3rd down. Oh, no, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And that'll move him back within 6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And the Dolphins getting set to go here. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead. Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's long. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. Now Tua. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run with Wilson out of the shotgun. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they take a knee. Second down, this is Wilson. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Pats at the line, ready to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league. And they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it. Because normally, when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for the Dolphins, they get that important 10th win to finish the regular season at 10-7. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for New England, the loss means they'll finish up the regular season at 10-7. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card.